Hello, welcome to another Pauper video. Today we're going to be playing Turbo Initiative. Is the deck back? We'll see. So basically, what we want to do is slam an initiative creature or the Trailblazer's Torch and try to run the dungeon while disrupting our opponent. So we're going to support that by having some depletion lands, some regular lands, and then some Vault of Whispers here that go with our Deadly Dispute that we have for card draw. And we're going to be using Culling the Weak and Dark Ritual as our ritual effects, plus Springleaf Drum here, which synergizes with the Ornithopter or potentially the Shambling Ghast. And then Culling the Weak can sacrifice the Shambling Ghast so that this says sacrifice a creature, add 4 black mana, and this Ghast, when it dies, creates a treasure token. So you, for 1 mana, create 4 black mana and 1 of any color, which can cast our Paladin or our Avenging Hunter. And then we're going to snuff out our opponent's creatures, fangs up our big old creatures, and slam in for damage to try to close the game. A little bit concerned that this deck is weak to red, but we'll see how it goes. In the sideboard, we're playing 2 more Unexpected Fangs, and then 3 -1/-1 effects in 2 Shrivels, and 1 Nausea because it didn't have another Shrivel. And then we also have more hard removal and cast down, 3 of those, 4 Chainer's Edict, 2 Nile Spellbombs, and then 1 Reaping the Graves over here specifically for like hard removal based matchups. I don't know if that's going to work out that great for us, but we'll see. And then I have the 4 Deadly Dispute to try to refill our hand. It's a relatively simple deck. When we had all 4 drops and they were all on color for just blue-black, we were just crushing people. So let's see if we can kind of make that happen again. Now, the initiative deck was pretty weak to red as it was, and we're expecting a ton of red in the leagues. So we'll see if this can hang. It'll be a fun adventure, and I'll see you in the league. Don't forget to check out the Patreon, patreon.com/CaliKais. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what kind of deck building choice you would have made. I also want to say that this came from our Japanese friends, Heterodox and Sweet, who's also Kato on Twitter. Thank you to those guys, and I will see you in the matches. Okay, round 1. This is a weird hand, but we don't have any lands, so we have to mulligan. Okay, we have Dispute the Ghast, or Dispute the Ornithopter. I'm going to keep it. Let's put back the Ornithopter. Say done. Okay, they're playing a white deck. Some sort of like mid-range kind of nonsensey thing. Play land, go. Turn 2, I'm going to go Shambling Ghast, snuff out your creature. Okay. Alright, so play Shambling Ghast. And then we're going to snuff out the Thraben Inspector over here. Kill that. Pass. Maybe that was a bad idea. I was thinking I could Deadly Dispute the... I can Deadly Dispute the Ghast and still get a treasure for the Deadly Dispute. And kill one of the companions. Okay. They're going to attack anyway. Let's block and kill both. So now they're on 0 creatures. Our whole plan here is to play the Ghast. And I think I'm going to Deadly Dispute it now. Grab a treasure token. See if I can get a ritual. 2 Culling the Weaks. Alright, we're going to pass. So what I can do now is double... I could double initiative if I find a creature. This is a deck also that plays... let's see. 2. So I'm going to go green. Cast Avenging Hunter. And then I'm going to grab a forest or plains. Play the plains. Now I could... I could kill my Avenging Hunter to play the Goliath Paladin, but I don't think that's necessary. That's probably worth it, actually. Let's just go a little bit deeper in the dungeon. Go into Lost Well. Dark Ritual and Torch. Okay, so I'll top both of these. So we can Dark Ritual again, and then we can Torch. Pass. It's important to have the Paladins here for a Vigilance attacker. And I obviously should have waited for the snuff out for the flying creature, but I haven't played this deck in a long time. Okay, they get a swamp. Plays a Thraben Inspector. And then what? Cast down. Okay. So we're probably going to lose, actually. Dark Ritual into our Goliath Paladin. We stash and pass. I don't think we're going to be able to get through this one. They attack. They're going to get into the forge. They have the pressure here, so I think I'm just going to scoop and go to the next game. So I think I want to cut the fangs and bring in the cast downs. Maybe trimming on... So I think I just misplayed a few times there. It's a very confusing situation. Let's see. They have turn 1 creatures. I'm going to cut a Deadly Dispute. I'm going to look to try to turn 1 them on the play. Can we make this deck look good? Let's go. Alright. I'm going to keep this, I guess. Land, Springleaf Drum. I can play Shambling Ghast right now. I'm going to pass. So next turn I can go Petal, Petal, Ghast, Dispute the Ghast, and then be back to 3 mana. So now this is Petal, Petal, 3 mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, Avenging Hunter, get a Swamp, play the Ghast. Okay. Dark Ritual, black, green, Avenging Hunter. All good here. We've got our 5/4 on turn 2. Perfect. Get a Swamp, play the Swamp, play our Shambling Ghast, and pass. So now we're going to go to their turn. Opponent untaps. Hopefully they just play a bounce land here. Plays a Plains. So they can Chainer's Edict us, but we'll just eat the Ghast. And I think we're going to go with Lostwell. Just trying to set up more stuff to do. Dark Ritual Ghast. So I think I'm going to bottom these two. Find a Dark Ritual. We attack for 6. Now if they go to kill my creature, I can Deadly Dispute it. Alright, you take 1. Not the greatest attack of all time, but we did it. Next turn we're going to stash, I guess. It depends if they have a creature. Alright, we go ahead and get a treasure token. So we have lots and lots and lots of mana. I think... So we're going to get at least 1 extra draw, or we get the creature. I think I want to try to lead towards the draw. We have tons of mana, so I'm going Arena here. And we find a Goliath Paladin, so we can just hard cast that. White, cast this Paladin. Go for Catacombs. Since we found the Paladin, we're just going to add another attacker. Play a land and pass. Now it's the opponent's turn. And they are untapping with 3 mana. They play a Bajuka Bog. Doesn't matter whatsoever. I mean, I didn't bring in Reaping the Graves here, so it's fine. They let us untap. So now we get to Throne one more time. Or Throne for the first time, I guess. Let's get our Avenging Hunter. I think Trample will be good. We're going to grab another basic, so we'll get the Plains. Yoink. We draw a Deadly Dispute. So, Plains. We have all of our mana now. Attack with everything. Do I want to use this? Do I want to Deadly Dispute the Springleaf Drum? Or, I guess I'm just going to Deadly Dispute the Goliath Paladin here. They're going to exile my creature, so Deadly Dispute it. Find a Culling the Weak and an Ornithopter. I think it's probably worth playing the Ornithopter out just to be there in case they have a, what's its face? Either a flying creature, or even just for them having another Chainer's Edict, and I can sacrifice the Ornithopter. I'm going to go ahead and put the Forge counters on the Ornithopter, I believe. And here they cast their own initiative creature. Alright, well, we'll see what we draw. Oh, so, let's see. They're going to go into... We find a Deadly Dispute. Okay, so I'm going to attack with everything. And go for Forge. To make this a bigger creature for blocking. Try to hold the initiative. And let's Deadly Dispute sacrificing a land. Sacrificing a land, yeah. We find a torch, so they're dead. Cool. GG. So now we just get to trap them. Trap. Alright, well, being on the play mattered a lot there. And they were holding up interaction, but we just kept having stuff over and over and over and over. So we want to just keep the board clear and smack. Maybe Springleaf Drum is not as good as a Deadly Dispute. I'm trying to think about... So I'm on the draw now. I need to try to maximize my turn 1. Let's just keep it like this. Okay. We have kind of the combo here. Wait, is that a turn 1? I think it is. We go Pedal, Springleaf Drum, Shambling Gas, Culling the Weak, Goliath Paladin. That's pretty sick. Keep. Sick. Then we have Springleaf Drum to tap for more colored mana, and we can play the Peat Bog. Okay, they play a Thraben Inspector. Oh no, that didn't work the way that I wanted. Okay, I was confused. I was very confused. Alright, so let's pass. We'll do it next turn. That way we can kill their creature too. Alright, let's see if they have a second 1/1 or 1 mana creature. Looks like they don't. We have so much stuff. Okay. Shambling Ghast. So I can Springleaf Drum. If I Culling the Weak here, I can play the Goliath Paladin. Then I get a Plains, play the Plains, and then I can hold. Alright, let's Culling the Weak this. Let's go ahead and get a treasure token. 5 mana. Goliath Paladin. Yep. There we go. Let's get the Plains. Play the Plains. Play out a Springleaf Drum. And pass. Now if they kill my Paladin, I can use the Paladin for black mana to cast down the Thraben Inspector. Kill that. 1, 2, 4. So now I have 3 mana now. So I need to go to Lost Well looking for mana, and then try to get into Stash so I can cast another Paladin. Gotta add creatures to the table. Okay. Lost Well. Looking for mana. We find a Dark Ritual and a Deadly Dispute. So Dark Ritual will actually give us enough mana here. I don't know if the Deadly Dispute's gonna be worth it. It's probably worth it. Just go tap, Dark Ritual, Goliath Paladin. We go to Stash. Pass. Okay, let's see if they have anything. One more removal spell won't help them very much. They get a Coarse Skyfisher. Alright. What'd they pick up? Returns, Kabir Crossroads. Okay, we find a Deadly Dispute, so we're just going to slam. We could Deadly Dispute the treasure token for a land drop. I think that's maybe the play. Black. Land. We had an Ornithopter. Hello. So we have a blocker. Okay, I'm definitely blocking. Goodbye to you, Ornithopter. Sorry. Alright, 3 mana. Inspiring Overseer. So we're going to gain some life, get another flyer. And I have the Throne going off. So we're going to grab an Avenging Hunter. Trying to pressure them now. We'll get the Forest. Play the Forest. 1, 2, 3. So we can play Ornithopter. 2, 3, 4. This one. 5. I don't know if it's worth tapping that or not. It doesn't matter because I can't attack with it right now. So I'll play the Goliath Paladin. And then play Forge. And make this huge. And attack. So now they're going to have to play a removal spell on the Ornithopter and attack with their creatures. I guess they only have to attack with 1 creature if they use a removal spell. They are going to sacrifice a clue to draw a card. We're going to get it. 2 mana. Journey to Nowhere's the Ornithopter. And then they're going to get a Swamp, most likely. We have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage. And we're going to trap them after we attack. So they'll be able to block 3 damage, but they're taking 12, 13, 14, 15. And then they take 2. They take 5, and they're going to go to negative 20. So they'll go to negative 3. Okay, negative 2. Now that they played a drop. Alright, attack. That's why I like getting this huge hunter here, just because of the trample. Blocks. No snuff outs for them, and we win the game. Trap you. Okay, successful match 1. Got him. Nice. Let's go to match 2. Match 2 versus Gasimpar. We are on the play. We do not have a creature. We don't have any card draw. So this is just a gamble off the top. We could hard cast a snuff out. I think I'm gonna mulligan. We can do better. Okay, we have a turn 2 Avenging Hunter, so I'm gonna keep it. And let's put back the Deadly Dispute. I think that's gonna be fine. So it comes down to this Shambling Ghast living, basically. Hopefully our opponent is on a slow deck and just doesn't think it through. Sometimes you gotta roll the dice. Okay, our opponent leaves on Mountain. Place an Implement of Combustion. Perfect. So we get to attack them and then play an Avenging Hunter. And we have a springleaf drone, which is nice. Okay, land. First attack. Here comes the 1 mana 5 into 5 mana. Create a treasure token. Yep. Green. Avenging Hunter. Heyo. Get a forest. And now I believe I'm going to Lost Well looking for mana, because if I can get 2 Avenging Hunters on the board, we might be in a good position. Turn 2 initiative. Is that good enough versus a red deck? I'm not sure. Opponent is confused. Looks like they're going to sacrifice for a Kuldotha Rebirth here. So we can just stay on the back foot. Or we can slam in. I still think Lost Well is a good position. Like, we are trying to be the control deck, sort of. Or at least get something on the board. Peat Bog. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to bottom these. Find a Deadly Dispute. Alright, they're going to be able to hit me here anyway. So let's attack. Yeah. Right now we only have 3 mana. But now they only have to attack with 1 creature, I guess. That's not great. Alright, 6. I'm sorry, they have 6 cards in hand. I don't know what I was talking about. They're just going to attack with everything. Put me to 17. Alright. They take the initiative and they get their land drop, but they've already made a land drop this turn, so it doesn't matter that much. They can most likely kill the Avenging Hunter here. We're just holding up the Deadly Dispute. Chain Lightning, no. Deadly Dispute. We find a Shambling Ghast and a Goliath Paladin. So we currently have 4 mana. This is really tough. Like, this deck was made to beat Turbo Initiative already. Lightning Bolt U. Alright, let's just go to the second game. Just, not the greatest there. So we want to get rid of the Snuff Outs. Bring in the Unexpected Fangs. And the Shrivels. We could consider cutting Drum and a Torch, maybe? The Drum has overall been kind of medium. I think I'm just going to get rid of one of the Torches. So the plan is to make a big creature and hold. We will be on the play. Let's see. We can play a turn 1 or turn 2 Torch. Let's keep it and then see what we can accomplish. We do have the mana for the Paladin. Let's play this and pass. Oops, sorry. Pass. So our opponent's untapping with nothing in play, obviously. And they play Mountain into Swiftspear. Yep. Pretty classic, to be honest. Go land. We have double Shrivel. That's kind of interesting. So if they do 2 things like Kuldotha Rebirth, we can go Dark Ritual, Shrivel, Shrivel, but we don't really accomplish anything. Synthesizer. So they find a Chain Lightning off the Synthesizer, but they didn't find a land. They have their second land now. They usually like to hold and land for after. Chain Lightning's us, face. We go to 16. They get in for 3 and put us at 13. That's Swifty. Good creature there, that's for sure. So once again, we could Torch if we wanted, but it's not going to accomplish anything. Now we have Ornithopter, Culling the Weak. Okay. Cast Ornithopter. Blow up this. So we have 5 mana, 6, 7 mana, 8 mana, 5, 3. Okay, so I think we just slam the Paladin. And then we grab the Forest. And we pass. The next turn we can double Shrivel after we attack. Or they're just going to attack with the Swiftspear and we block and then they double bolt the Paladin. They could just have triple bolt here. Looks like they have the triple bolt. No. Well, that stinks. So maybe we can draw into our other initiative creature, but I think we've lost the game. Yeah, okay. There's not much to say. I mean, the deck was made to beat initiative originally. This is the situation that we're trying to avoid. So this is something that we have to think about moving forward with the list. But this is game 2. We lost game 1, I think, so we're just going to be going to match 3 pretty quickly here. We could potentially draw into the Avenging Hunter. Not sure if that's going to save us. We can Avenging Hunter and then Forge, and the next turn Dark Ritual Shrivel. Yeah, that doesn't do it either. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, round 3 versus Jormund. I don't think they're known for mono red, but maybe. And we can't actually cast anything, so we're going to mulligan this opening hand. Can maybe just get rid of the swamp and then hope to draw some mana. And then we have Torch into Hunter. They're going to go to 6 and keep. I'm going to keep as well then. I guess I'll put back the Fangs and see if they're on mono red. Okay, they're on Bogles. Also a bad matchup. Snuff out not looking very good. Okay. I think I'm just gonna concede. Boop. Yikes. Alright, Chainer's Edict. Then the Shrivels and the Unexpected Fangs, perhaps. Get rid of all the Snuff outs. And then, what else can we get rid of here? Yeah. Alright, they're saying, how is the deck performing? Alright, so we're going to cut the Unexpected Fangs. 1 Deadly Dispute. We're going to try to Chainer's Edict and shrivel them out. Let's see if that'll work. We're on the play. Looking for a turn 1. We have turn 2 Trailblazer's Torch into Shrivel, maybe. Let's keep it. Or we can just shrivel their first thing they do. Yeah, that seems like a better plan. Okay, let's see. Shambling Ghast. Sacrifice it. Play it, sacrifice it. Then we can play Trailblazer's Torch. Alright, let's see. Shambling Ghast. Culling the Weak. Make a treasure token. We have 5. 6 mana. Cast Shrivel. I wonder if I should keep the treasure token around and use the Dark Ritual right now. Yeah, I probably should. Dark Ritual. Shrivel. Trailblazer's Torch. And then we get to get a forest, I guess. And pass. So now we can cast any initiative creature we draw. We can also Deadly Dispute the Trailblazer's Torch to try to draw another creature. They find a Ledgewalker. We're going to go Lost Well, looking for an Edict or a Shrivel. So we're just going to top, draw the Shrivel, and cast it. Try to get rid of their creatures. Pass. Next turn we get Stash, and then we can cast our Goliath Paladin right away. They have Abundant Growth. So that was both their creatures that they had in their hand, and now they're going to have to try to find another one. They found another one right away! Okay, Stash. White, play Goliath Paladin. We're going to go ahead and get our creature there. Pass. And we're going to pass again. Now we're looking for an Edict. But they could just draw into their Cartouche, which gives them an extra creature, and then the Edict won't do very much. 2 mana. Are they going to play an Armadillo Cloak? Ethereal Armor makes it a 4/4. Rancor makes it a 7/5 Trampler. Cartouche makes it a 9/7 Trampler. Yep. We get in. They get in, I mean. Puts us to 11. They get to get a basic. Rancor's pretty good. We find a Torch. Let's attack. Okay, so they take that. We get a creature. We want a Paladin. We find a Hunter. And we're going to grab the Plains. Play the Plains. And then we can forge up this Paladin to make it a 3/8. Torch. Forge. Make this gigantic. And pass. So we are trying to, hopefully they don't have anything else going on. Bogles will usually have the armadillo cloak right now. There you go. 12 damage, first strike. So we have to double block and we just die. GG, I guess. They go to 24 or whatever, and we concede. Lame. Go around match 4. Okay, we have Ornithopter Drum. So I think we're gonna keep. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 1. We have 5 mana on turn 2. So we play out the drum and pass. So that means we have a turn 2 Avenging Hunter, assuming no counter spells. Pleasant Mountain, Swift Spear. Okay. Yep, pretty classic. Land, Thopter, Dark Ritual, Green, cast Avenging Hunter, and pass. We're gonna grab the forest, I think. Okay, your turn. If we do get back the initiative, we can start blocking. They'll likely... Okay, they play a Swift Spear. Are they going to attack with both? Looks like yes, so I will not block. Alright, opponent. They get 1 mountain. We untap. Play this. Go to attacks. We're going to attack with the Avenging Hunter. We could have forged it up. That might have been a better play. Oh no, now we can forge it. So we're going to forge it. Although, does that help? Yeah, I think so. It's a race. Forge this. You have to have double bolt, which they could very well have. Now I can play Shambling Ghast. I can block both of these and dispute the Ghast. So if they want to get in for damage and take the initiative, they have to... What? Kiln Fiend. Okay. Nothing? I did not expect a Kiln Fiend. Alright, so trap. Trap you. Let's play... They're at 10. I attack. So we're banking on them not having a team or battle rage. Guess we just swing. I'm gonna swing out. I guess I could have played the torch and drawn a card, but I can still do that post-combat maybe. They're gonna block with the Kiln Fiend. They're gonna block with everything. Just the Kiln Fiend. Okay, then what? They Lava Dart it? Okay. So that's 4, 5. They can Lava Dart it again, and then the Kiln Fiend and my Hunter die. Alright. They're still going to take a bunch of damage. They're going to take 5 here. Next turn, I have Trailblazer's Torch. They take 5. I'm going to play my Peatbog out and pass. Then I'm hoping to block and dispute the Ghast for a treasure token. Play a Reckless Impulse. Yeah, that's fine. Mountain, Battle Rage. Battle Rage can't get cast this turn, so that doesn't bother me very much. They're going to Ancestral Anger their Swift Spear. Okay. If they attack with everything, then it seems like I don't need to block, because I can simply attack with the Shambling Ghast. So I can attack with the Ghast, get the Archives, then play the Torch, and have a bunch of blockers. Alright, they are going to make that bigger. So I'm kind of looking to draw into a Snuff out here. You find a Culling the Weak. Alright, let's swing. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to be narrating more. So we swung in. They took it. They went to 4. We play the Trailblazer's Torch. That's hopefully going to give us an initiative creature here. What do we find? We're looking for a big one. Find a Goliath Paladin. Alright, perfect. So we get to go into grabbing our land. So we'll just grab a swamp. Play the swamp. Now, I can Culling this, or I can just Deadly Dispute. Let's Deadly Dispute this for a treasure token. We could have also disputed the torch. We just find mana sources. So we're gonna pass. We can block, and then this'll die though. They have multiple Swifties. They have Battle Rage, which makes this a 8 damage. Okay, we're just block here. They have to have one more spell, I guess. They very well could have it. If they have one more spell, we're just super dead. Brute Force, and we're super duper dead. Okay, opponent, you have blitzed me out. I guess at least it's not mono red synth, because we can kill this opponent with stuff like Snuff Out and Edicts, and those cast downs potentially. Don't think I want the Fangs. I want the cast downs, and maybe the Edicts. We could just get rid of the torches. That should be alright. We're just going to control the game. Alright, keep. Do we have turn 1 initiative? Ornithopter, Culling the Weak. That gives me 4. Then Deadly Dispute. We don't have it yet. Peat Bog, go. Pass. We also will have to Deadly Dispute our Vault of Whispers, which is not great. But we do have Snuff Out, because we're going to get a swamp. Find the springleaf drum. Alright, so land, drum, cast Ornithopter, tap it for white, black, Culling the Weak, 5, 6. So we could now Deadly Dispute the Vault, but that'll leave us without a land. But next turn we're going to be grabbing our swamp anyway. Guess we're going to Deadly Dispute the... No. Let's undo that. Let's not do that. Don't do that, guys. That's bad play. So by Deadly Disputing the land, we would have been able to get deeper into our deck, and that would have been good. But I think we actually just want to slam the Goliath Paladin and get a swamp here, and then plan on Snuff Out plus Deadly Dispute the land on my next turn. And we're going to forge it for sure, because we're trying to pressure them, I think, right now, and just snuff out their Kiln Fiend. Festival Crasher, sure. So you could potentially not kill the Festival Crasher here and just attack the Ornithopter. Let's attack. But I don't really want to pass the turn with them having the option to give the mana open. Kill that. Let's Deadly Dispute the land. Alright, we drew more removal spells anyway. Alright, let's have that Snuff Out again. Snuff Out's pretty good against Blitz, and it's pretty much why Blitz fell off the radar, because a lot of people were playing Snuff Out in both Initiative and the Blue-Black Terror lists. Okay, we have Snuff Out, Snuff Out. I guess I'm keeping it. Kill your things. If they can't attack us, they can't kill us, and 8 life is not going to matter. But it might. Skips their draw step, plays a mountain, and so it looks like they're on the turn 2 creature plan. We have turn 1 Avenging Hunter. Dark Ritual. Shambling Ghast. Culling the Weak. Let's go! Create a treasure token. 4 mana. Green. Avenging Hunter. Bablam. That is the best. That was good. Wow. Okay. I don't know what that means. He quit. It's a Timara que banam logo essa BS. Alright, so I would say that I was feeling pretty down on the league so far, but now that made it worth it, so I'm glad I stuck around. Let's keep going. One more match. Okay, round 5 versus Mezzle. We don't have any lands. We're gonna mulligan. Oh, we don't have lands again. That was close. Oh, man. I guess we're keeping. We're gonna put back the Vault and a Springleaf Drum and say done. We have a turn 3 Snuff Out, and that's about it. They are going to play Mountain, so we're looking to die. Monastery Swift Spear. How can we live through this? We find the Snuff Out. I think we're just going to scoop it up. Yeah, I think that's probably the best move here, so that we have a little bit of an edge. Alright, let's go to the sideboarding. We're going to get rid of... We're bringing the Fangs, for sure. We're bringing the Shrivels. Get rid of the torches, I guess. So we're just trying to slam a Paladin at some point. I guess I'm going to get rid of 1 Springleaf Drum and pass. Or keep it like that. Let's see what happens. We have nothing in this hand. We're going to mulligan. We have land, drum, Nausea Ornithopter. I guess I'm keeping this one. We'll put back the Snuff out. Play Land Drum. And then we'll pass. Next turn we can Ornithopter Dark Ritual, or Dispute the Ornithopter. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to accomplish anything in this game, though. So our opponent's going to go land, Swift Spear, attack you for 1, pass turn. They're going to, yep. I mean, what I've learned here is that if you don't have Swift Spear, you're not a mono red player. You cannot actually win the game without turn 1 Swift Spear. But I confused them, and they just didn't do anything. So that's cool. Dispute this guy. We draw into land, Shambling Ghast. I guess we play that. Says we can Deadly Dispute that as well, and get 2 treasures. I don't think I want to necessarily Dark Ritual Deadly Dispute it though. If it just straight up dies, we can just Deadly Dispute the treasure token or something. Let's see if they bolt it. What are you gonna do? Our opponent was thinking a lot, tapped untapped, and they're just gonna swing in for 1. We need this deck to be a lot better versus red if it's gonna compete. It is pretty sweet to just slam that turn 1 initiative though. And it seems like we have the plan to be able to accomplish that. It's kind of tough to actually make it happen though. Our opponent taps a red, plays Goblin Blast Runner. So they have even more sick plays. Put an Unexpected Fangs. Let's tap this for black and Deadly Dispute it. We're going to make a treasure token. So if we get another Nausea, we could double Nausea here, assuming that they spew a Kuldotha Rebirth. Find a Snuff out. That's not good whatsoever. So we have literal nothing again. And we're going to pass. If we potentially draw a Goliath Paladin here, we can Paladin and then grab the Swamp and Snuff. We're going to get in for 2. Alright. We're basically just hoping to draw a creature. We draw the Shambling Ghast. I guess it makes sense to go Ghast into Nausea, black, which will kill the Epicure, and then -1/-1 on the Swift Spear. Then later on, if I draw my creature, I can snuff out the other creature. Okay, our opponent's tapping their mana, playing another Swift Spear, so that was our super fancy play that did nothing. They find another Kuldotha Rebirth. Yeah, okay. Never didn't have it, basically. Fair enough. Sometimes we have it. And we find nothing. We found nothing, man. I'm just gonna scoop, unfortunately. I think I want to run another league though. So let's do that because this was pretty short. Okay, for our league number 2, we're going all in on Turbo Initiative today. I'm going to be playing a list based off of Campo's list, where he was playing 8 Phyrexian Walker Ornithopter creatures, but we're just going to play the 6 here, so we can still play some Unexpected Fangs in the main. And I'm playing 16 lands instead of the depletions, with 1 each of the off-color basics, and then we're playing only Swamps and Vault of Whispers. And I just upgraded these ones to be even starker difference so that it's not so hard to figure it out. But what we're trying to do is turn 1 initiative. That's the only plan. Turn 1 initiative and pick it up from there. Some Unexpected Fangs to hopefully live against Burn in game 1. And then in game 2, we're just going all in and trying to control the deck. Control the game with Shrivels and Arms of Hadar over here. And then eventually get a Goliath Paladin or Avenging Hunter into play. Hopefully our Deadly Dispute will draw into that. And then we have some change. Instead of Cast Down, a couple of Defiles here. And Chainer's Edicts for Bogles. I think that we also probably want to bring in the Arms of Hadar against the Bogles decks. And that's going to be it. So let's go back into the league. Okay, we're round 1 in league number 2. We don't have our initiative creature, so I'm going to mulligan. Now we have Dark Ritual, Shambling Ghast. I still think I have to mulligan here. We do have Snuff out. We're looking at basically 2 draws to draw an initiative creature. We have 12 of them in the deck. That's not very good odds. We're going to try to mulligan. Now we have Ritual, Petal, Plains. So I guess we keep it. So we need to get rid of this and this. Because this is turn 1 initiative. Done. Alright, we're going to spew. Let's see what we're up against. Can our opponent beat a turn 1 3/6? Well, they might be playing Journey to Nowhere. So, doesn't matter here. Well, we have to get this into play right away. So let's go Petal. Actually, I can Lotus Petal for... Alright, let's go Swamp, Dark Ritual, play the Petal, go for white, play the Paladin, and then we can get a Forest here. We have spewed 100%. There's nothing left in our hand. So our opponent, all they have to do is get rid of our creature and play another creature. So if they go turn 2 Flyer, turn 3 Journey to Nowhere, we lose. So we are going to go to Lost Well, looking for a Snuff Out. Find a Shambling Ghast, so I'm going to bottom 1, top the other. Play the Shambling Ghast, play the Forest that I grabbed, and attack. Shambling Ghast is actually pretty decent against CawGate because we can kill their creature. Now they have to have double removal spell. Likely they have Journey to Nowhere, so they have it here. Yeah, that's fine. They're going to attack and not attack, okay. So we are stashing. We're just trying to get a board presence. Avenging Hunter. That's 4 mana. No attacks. Let's see if they have a second Journey to Nowhere. Of course. Man, brutal. How'd they have a second Journey to Nowhere in hand? Did they know what I was doing? Unreal. Come on, opponent. Weird hand. The no cantrip turn 1 creature, turn 2 journey, turn 3 journey. Wow. Do we draw a land or a ritual? We draw Culling the Weak, which doesn't get us there. Ugh. Alright. Next turn we would have had it, but it was too late. So, Arms of Hadar and Naya are decent. Like, all of these are pretty good. We don't need the Fangs. So we're just bringing in our removal spells and some defiles, I guess. Maybe just not even the defiles, like just full-on board wipes. Nah, probably defiles, because we want to be able to kill things with cheaply. All right, let's try to turn 1 again. Not always strong enough, I guess. Okay, that's not good enough. We have a land. We have 3 mana in play, and we can Deadly Dispute, but it doesn't get anywhere. Okay, I'm going to keep this. Let's put back the Phyrexian Walker. We're going to turn 1 Shambling Ghast, turn 2 Deadly Dispute it. That ramps us quite a bit. Play Swamp, pass. Pass again. Oh no, I played it incorrectly. I'm so silly. Whoops. No. That's disappointing. I meant to play it on turn 1. Okay, they can't kill it. Good. Attack. So we would have had an Avenging Hunter right here. But as it is, we don't. Deadly Dispute this. Make a treasure token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess now we get to play the Avenging Hunter. And I'm going to play an Ornithopter. Get a Forest. It doesn't really... I'll probably get the Plains, just because we have more of the Goliath Paladins left in the deck. Play out this Ornithopter. The reason being, we can forge up the Ornithopter if we want to. We could probably just want to... Yeah, here we can forge the Ornithopter. And I actually think I'm going to forge the Ornithopter and Dispute Ghast, so that I can get rid of the Squadron Hawk. And pressure. Okay, we'll forge. Try to kill them before they can do anything. Land. Ghast. It's kind of nice that this is like a 1/1 removal spell. Dispute this. Get rid of this. Okay. So we're going to draw 2 cards here. We find a Naya. And we can simply attack. Pass. They take 7. Next turn they're going to take another 7 plus 5, which is lethal. So they have to play creature and another creature and draw. Okay, Journey to Nowhere is pretty good for them. They get rid of my flyer. They play Squadron Hawk. Okay, well, I think I'm playing the Nausea this turn, but not until after I attack. Trap you. So you go to 7. We find a Goliath Paladin. Alright, so attack. Do I want a Nausea here or just play the Paladin? I think I play the Paladin. I think the reason being, if we play the Paladin here, we draw a card. They are required to leave a creature back and or have a creature. Okay, now we have an Ornithopter. Play the Lotus Petal. Pass. And we win! Sweet. Alright, so that worked that time. Phyrexian Walk not doing very much, but we didn't draw our Culling the Weaks. If we go like turn 1, Petal, Walker, Culling the Weak, we can turn 1 a Paladin or a Hunter. And we really want to just look for a turn 1 hand. That's the best way to make this deck work. So we have 1, 2, we have 3, 4 mana on turn 1. So it's a turn 2 here. We have to see if they're going to hold up a Spell Pierce. Alright. Play no possible play Yield All. Swamp. Guess we play out the Lotus Petal. And we pass. We don't want them Spell Piercing the Lotus Petal, that's for sure. Sacred Cat. Okay. So they still could have a Spell Pierce. Guess I pass again. I think I'm going to end step Deadly Dispute the Lotus Petal. Oh, okay. They're just going to go for the Dawnbringer Cleric. What does that do? Nothing? Gain 2 life. Alright. Kind of Deadly Dispute. So here we have Dark Ritual into Avenging Hunter. Next turn we have Goliath Paladin. Plains. We have to play the Ornithopter here. Pass. We have a Journey to Nowhere. Alright. So they're going to get in and grab an island, I guess, and then they can hold up Counterspell. So then I guess we lose if they have the Counterspell. I was playing around Spell Pierce too early, maybe. He grabbed a Plains? That seems like a mistake. Plays a Squadron Hawk. Alright. So they're going to go up to 6 cards in hand with the other Squadron Hawks. I'm going to play the Paladin for sure, and then I'm going to forge up the Ornithopter. And pass. Now, in order to get past, they have to attack with everything. We get to kill the Cleric and the Squadron Hawk, and then attack them right back. We also have Deadly Dispute. Doesn't do very much, but we do have it. We have no ways to kill Journey to Nowheres. What are you going to do, opponent? 2 mana, they play a Squadron Hawk. I guess they could play out double Hawk and attack. Alright, kill your Hawk. Kill your Cleric. So they get to forge, I guess. Maybe they'll forge up the Sacred Cat. So I guess here we want to Deadly Dispute the Vault of Whispers and try to draw it into something. They forge up the Squadron Hawk. Play another Squadron Hawk. Alright. So we're going to play this Vault of Whispers. Deadly Dispute it. Sacrificing the Vault of Whispers. Find Trailblazer's Torch. Okay. So I can attack with everything. Or I can just attack with the Paladin. Then they're going to block. So that dies. And then I can just play the Torch. The Paladin. Okay, attack. They take it. Or they block with that creature. And I go ahead and get the initiative again. Trap you. So they have to have another removal spell again. That was kind of a nice hit, for sure. So now if we attach the torch to the Paladin, then it can attack, and then they can't multi-block it, because all their creatures will just die to the torch. So they're in a bad position here. We still have to get past their walls, though. Their wall of everything. They have one more Hawk in hand. So there's the Hawk. Played out, and they fail to find. And will they attack? Because I'm going to block the cat. And the Hawk. You'll lose your cat. You just replay the cat, though. They foretell a Behold the Multiverse. Alright, we get to go and draw a card with the initiative, which is great. We find Dark Ritual Culling the Weak. Suppose I'm going to torch here. And let's go for the attacks. Send. Take 3. Alright, so I think I'm going to Dark Ritual into Deadly Dispute on the treasure token. Find a land. So let's Deadly Dispute the treasure token again. Find a Goliath Paladin. Alright, let's see. I mean, I could Culling the Weak the Paladin right now for another Paladin. I don't know if that's worth it. I don't have another one. I already have the blockers. Kind of depending on... I don't really know if they're going to have enough to attack me. I'm going to block here and here for sure. Or I might just block the Squadron Hawk and this Sacred Cat. But if they have a counterspell or a strands, it's a problem. I guess I just pass. There's a lot to think about here. I didn't know combat math was so hard. Okay, your turn. Opponent goes to their main phase. Now, historically, CawGate has been very good against Turbo Initiative as well, which makes this quite difficult. We're waiting to see what they're going to accomplish, though. Like, I feel like they have to attack. Culling the Weak is not very good in this position whatsoever for me. I don't think I can torch. They're going to cast their Behold, so they're looking maybe for a counterspell or a removal spell. What are you going to get? There's no more Squadron Hawks available. And it's not like they're going to get them back from the graveyard. Journey to Nowhere on the Ornithopter. Okay. So they're going to attack with their Hawks, which makes me want to be able to draw into an Arms of Hadar or a Shrivel or something. Likely they will trap me here. Yep. It's quite a reasonable play. We need our big Avenging Hunters and stuff. And we just draw another ritual, so that's not great. This is going to automatically kill that creature so they don't get life gain. And we don't get any attacks. But we get to just play out the Goliath Paladin. Get the initiative one more time. We find our Avenging Hunter. Get another swamp. Play the swamp. We're going to equip the Trailblazer to the Avenging Hunter. Pass. So we're likely dead. I don't think I have any ways to not die here. Because they're going to go into the archives. Then they're going to hit me. They're hitting me for 4. Yeah. I'm going to hit them for 4. Or 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 16. I guess I could win here if I draw an initiative creature off the top and they have nothing. Because I could attack and then blast them and then play the initiative and then finish them off with trap. Since I'll go into Forge from here. It seems very unlikely, but it's possible. They would also have to not have a counterspell. They're going to play the Sacred Cat, it looks like. No. Preordain again. Maybe I should have gotten the Ornithopter. Find a Nausea. Okay, so let's swing out. They play Prismatic Strands. Okay, so we are probably going to be able to get there. How much did they... What are these strands on? Green? Alright, so do I want a Forge or do I want a Lost Well? I feel that I want to Lost Well. I find a Defile. That's really good. And the Torch. Okay, top. We're going to go ahead and play the Nausea. Kill their creature. Play the land. Pass. So they're hitting me with their 3/3. And I have 1,000,000 damage. Although I can't trap them now, so that was also maybe a mistake. I don't know why I did that. Bummer. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. They brainstorm. They have to somehow not die here and deal me 4 damage. I don't think that's going to work out for them because they only have 3 damage on the table. I think I'm going to live at 1 and win the game maybe. Oh man. They attack for 3. Okay. Can they win? No. Oh, but they can play their Sacred Cat. I didn't think that went through. They get 2 Sacred Cats in play. Alright, we're going to attack with everything. I feel like they have to still strands on green, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, there's strands on green here, so they're going to keep the initiative for a turn. But their Squadron Hawk is super dead. Okay, they get a snow-covered island, so they get, this goes up to 2. They still don't have a creature to attack with. Yikes. I don't think they're going to be able to get creatures onto the table fast enough to kill me. But they might be able to live for long enough for it. I don't know. So I guess I need to go into Arena. I think I need to go into Arena here. Force the Sacred Cat to attack. Although it's not attacking anyway. It's just going to die here to a Goliath Paladin. Trying to think, what is the best way for me to deal damage to try to win the game? Not sure. So let's first attack and see what they do. If they have another strands, then we'll be in a very problematic spot. Because they can cast strands and strands again. They do have the strands. Strands on green. And then they have to flashback the strands. Oh, there's strands on white. Flashback strands on green. Okay. So we don't get in. We play the torch. We goad their creature. Pass. And then we're going to try to go into archives. I mean, we still have enough damage to win the game, right? Because we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13. Although, I guess it'll be put them to 1 this time. So now we really need to get an Ornithopter in play. And for them to not have anything. This has been kind of a wild ride, actually. The longest match we've played with this initiative deck. And our opponent's brainstorming. So let's see what they do with their brainstorm. 4 cards in hand now. Dawnbringer Cleric does what? Gains some life? Alright. So we get to eat the cat. And I think we are going to lose. We have to draw some sort of removal spell, but I don't believe we have enough to do anything. We have just the 2 Defiles left. Archives. To draw a card. We draw another card. We draw a torch. Play a torch. They have their most, or they have the counter spell, but I mean it didn't matter anyway. We were already dead. Okay, round 2. Okay, we're on the play. We don't have it. Mulligan. Darn. Mulligan again. Oh, we have some stuff. I guess I keep. No. Keep this. Like this and this. What a bad hand. Alright, so we're going to go Shambling Ghast, turn 2 Dispute the Ghast, and then we'll have 4 mana. And then from there, maybe we'll draw into something. But it's not really that great. Play this. Let's see where our opponent's on. They play an Arctic Tree Line, which could indicate that they're on Bogles, maybe. So land. First we're going to attack. Dispute this. Put the trigger on the stack, no big deal. We get another treasure token, another dispute. So let's pass. We can play Ornithopter into dispute. At least we're redrawing out of our bad mulligan. And it is Bogles. Or it's some sort of Naya land destruction. They choose green. So they don't currently have a Bogle. Vault of Whispers. The Ornithopter, dispute the Thopter, and then draw some cards, draw some more lands. So let's go ahead and dispute our land, I guess. There's an Avenging Hunter, so we can Dark Ritual into the Avenging Hunter here. Turn 3 Avenging Hunter, not that great, but we'll see what happens. And we'll grab the Plains, as I said, just because we have more of the white creature in the deck. Your turn. We drew a lot of cards. We played 3 total Deadly Disputes. And they're going to slam Bogle, I'm sure. There's a Slippery guy and a Commune with Spirits. So that gets the top 4 cards of the library. They can reveal an enchantment or land card from among them, put them into their hand, and the rest in the bottom of their library in any order. Oh, in a random order. They get a colony garden. So they have just a regular old plant. And they pass. Let's attempt to race. Let's go. Pod racing at its finest. Forge, land, pass. Here comes the 7/6. They're going to 12. Now what do you have? Okay, our opponent has a Spirited Companion. That means they can attack with their Bogle and leave the creatures back. But they don't have a lot of pumping going on. They have another Bogle. We have a 7/6 though. They're attacking for 1. We go to 19. They've refused to attack with everything. So they messed up there. But that's fine. Trap you, I guess, and then you're dead. Maybe they just felt like they had to keep things back. Land. Attack. So they're going to go to 1 here. Interesting. I mean, it doesn't really matter how many creatures you block with because it has trample. Everything dies. I'll play this Phyrexian Walker. Just why not? It's an 0/3 blocker. So you're going to have to attack with both creatures. And then you're gonna get whacked. We're just gonna slam in with our chunky guy. Sorry. Okay, Ethereal Armor makes it 4/4. Ancestral Mask makes it an 11/11. They still have to attack with both or they're dead. They refuse to attack with both. Okay. So we're just gonna sit for a second here. Shambling Ghast. Lotus Petal. Let's play out this Ghast. Play out the Vault of Whispers. Pass the turn. We can't attack with our 7/6. If they find lifelink, we're dead. But right now they don't have trample. So we're just chilling. See what happens, I guess. Ethereal Armor makes it a 19/19. You don't have Rancor. So if they attack right now, we block with the Shambling Ghast and kill the Spirited Companion and attack the Avenging Hunter and win the game. Okay, they have 2 more mana. They have the Ram through. Okay. I mean, I can still kill the Spirited Companion. Block here. I mean, that's probably good for me regardless, because it gets rid of a bunch of power off their creature. Makes it a 15/15 instead of a 19/19. They play a Bogle. They're coming in. So we get to go into the Undercity. Hopefully get a Trampler creature. We get a Avenging Hunter. It's big. It's large and in charge and hexproof. We're going to grab the Forest. If we get an initiative creature here, we can... Okay. So we now just play Torch. And then we're going to just attack with the Phyrexian Walker. Forge. This thing. Play that. And then that makes them have to block with the Bogle. Which means that that dies. It's just a straight up kills the Bogle. They can't do anything to the Avenging Hunter. So they need lifelink or enough trample to kill us here for them to win. Otherwise we have 2 attackers and we're going to trap them. Alright, well, now I cannot get past trap. I mean, I can't actually get past our creatures now because of the plant. They Ethereal Armor the plant, and they will lose to trap next turn. Sorry, buddy. I can even just take this damage. No, I can't take the damage. Alright, good games. I mean, good game 1. Long game 1. Trap you. Bam. Lava, axe, your face. Alright, so obviously Snuff Out is not good. And we want the Chainer's Edict over that for sure. We might want the Unexpected Fangs, but I think it's better to try to kill everything. So let's cut the Torch, actually. And just bring in a bunch of sweepers, and hopefully that'll win the game. Okay, what I like about this is we have the Chainer's Edict. We have some walkers that we can just go ahead and sacrifice to Deadly Dispute. Looks like we're going to be able to Chainer's Edict their first creature, unless they have a Colony Garden. They were playing a lot of those. Play the Vault of Whispers and pass. Pass again. Right now we're looking at a turn 4 Avenging Hunter, which is quite slow. They play Commune with Spirits. Are you going to reveal anything? Alright, they find an Ethereal Armor, which is strong. They're going to cast a Bogle. Luckily, I can now destroy it. No Bogle for you. Now I'm just going to pass. Play a land. Do you have another Bogle? No. Okay. So we play this Walker. We Deadly Dispute it. Next turn, we're threatening to have initiative. So we'll just pass again. If they play a single Bogle, I will Chainer's Edict. But they did not. Alright, so we get to go ahead and slam the Avenging Hunter. Oops. Green. We're going to get as much power on the table as possible. And grab the planes. Pass. We'll play Forge. And then see if we need to Chainer's Edict them. There's the Colony Garden. I wonder if they're going to suit up this creature. Now they certainly could. Forge comes out. Forge this guy. I think the best plan for me here is to play Shambling Ghast and Deadly Dispute it. And then get rid of the plant. I really like this interaction here as the -1/-1 kill your stuff. Play this. Play out an Ornithopter. Let's go ahead and dispute the Ornithopter as well. These Deadly Disputes are sweet. Really good in this deck. And then I'll go ahead and attack. And you take 7. Too bad we cannot finish them off directly. We have double Edict though. So next turn they're going to go to 1. I guess I should have played the Shambling Ghast to kill them this turn. So that was a mistake. That would have put them to 0 on my turn here. We'll see if that actually bites me in the butt. I was not thinking that through. We go to Archives. So do I want to play the Shambling Ghast now? No, I think. Because we drew the Shrivel and we have the double Edict, there's basically nothing they can do. Bam. Our opponent's turn. They play a Forest. 7 cards in hand. And let's see if they have a concession. Yep. Okay. Game 3. Match 3. Okay, round 3 reverse the Huo. Kind of cool. We have 1, 2 mana. So we have to mulligan. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to keep this one and bottom the Avenging Hunter. I think I might be able to get this Shambling Ghast killed. And then I'll be able to play out the Avenging Hunter. We'll see. Huo plays a Great Furnace. Turn 1 Swift Spear or die. Not really. They should be playing turn 1 Swift Spear here. That is what I expect. Best case scenario would be for them to actually kill my Shambling Ghast on purpose. Ghast dies, create a treasure token. Dark Ritual. Avenging Hunter. Kablamo. Grab a Plains. Pass. Let's see what happens now. I think they're probably going to try to kill it. Okay. Attack with both. I'll block here. And then snuff out the other one. They have the Bolt. Yep. Well, we'll kill your other creature. We will maintain the initiative. And pass. So we're definitely going into Lost Well here. Looking for creatures. Culling the Weak is not very good. It's good, but is not what I need. Find a snuff out. Let's play out our Shambling Ghast and pass. Having to snuff out their creatures is not really very helpful. Makes us dead very easily. Okay, so now they have 3 1/1s. And we're going to go into Stash and then Sad. We'll have 4 mana, but nothing much else. Another Shambling Ghast. So we can actually defend here. Alright. They attack. We're going to block. Block. Kill that. And then we're just going to make treasure tokens. Pass. We're on 0 cards in hand. Opponent's on 5. We get to untap with a 4/1. They play out a Dwarven Forge Chanter. Okay, we get a 4/1. Yay! We top deck the good creature. It's always nice to top deck a creature right when you need it. Alright, Undercity. We get another Goliath Paladin because we want some Vigilance people. Grab the forest, play the forest, and pass. We have a 6/9, a 3/6, and a 4/1. Our 6/9 has Vigilance and Hexproof. So they can Chain Lightning and kill my skeleton, and I'll be sad. They're going to go and kill the skeleton, as expected. Alright, you going to attack? Not today, okay. So I think this is an easy Forge in this position. And we're going to make our other Paladin bigger. We find another gas, so let's play that out as a blocker. Swing. Take 11. Somehow we're winning. Alright. So nothing from this list so far was different from the other one in the fact that we're winning here. It's just that we had kind of a good position. Okay, so they put us to 11. 3 cards in hand. Not great. Plays another Epicure. Okay, we get to trap them and put them to 4. And then we're not going to attack with the Shambling Ghast. Trap you. You go to 4. Ornithopter. Take a lot of damage. They're going to block. Okay, that makes sense. So is there any reason for me to play the Ornithopter here? Sure. Just another blocker. I don't think it helps, though. Pass. Next turn, we're going to Archives, draw a card. They Galeblast us. Puts us to 6. That means that if they have 2 spells, we're dead. For 3 mana, a Synthesizer. Find a Reckless Impulse that they cannot cast. Play a land. So now all their creatures are dead. We get to draw a card. Not a good card. We're going to swing out. They're going to go to 3. Creature's dead. Play land. Pass. It comes down to this turn. They just need 2 spells. They discard a Kuldotha Rebirth. They discard a Mountain. They go Blast for 2. That doesn't win the game. Oh! Oh, wow. Okay. Nice Fire Blast. Nice one-of. Love it. Alright. We're gonna just go ahead and try to recover from that nonsense. Ridiculous. Let's get rid of this torch and bring in, I guess, these arms. Maybe the Defiles. This is tough. Maybe 3 Nausea and 2 arms. Random Defile. It's killing one thing. I don't know, it doesn't matter that much. I feel like splitting the difference is good. Just go 2/2/2. Yes. Alright, mulligan. We have nothing again. Pretty disappointing in our inability to draw mana and spells, so we mulligan to infinity and we go to the next round. Let's see the next one. Alright, Rubber Toe 44. Alright, so we have turn 1 Avenging Hunter. Let's go! Land. Shambling Ghast. Lotus Petal. Black. We're going to sacrifice this and then get 4. Alright, we get the treasure token. It goes for a green. We get 4 mana. We play Avenging Hunter. And now we get our planes. And I think that since we're on the play and we have the turn 1 5/4, we want to just forge into trap and just attack. Just straight up attack. And then hopefully we'll draw into a Dark Ritual and we can Trailblazer's Torch, and that'll be good. But we're just going to try to slam. Our opponent cannot bolt it this turn. They could snuff out it. They're playing a Rustvale Bridge, so it's going to be past damage-based removal, but they could totally have a Journey into Nowhere. Forge. Land. I'm just going to play this in case they have an Edict effect. And pass. So let's slam in. So this is basically just a combo deck that's like, here's a 7/6, turn 1, let's see what you can do. And Mono Red's like, yeah, I have all sorts of answers to this. Alright, so Cleansing Wildfire, not going to win the game. We're going to go ahead and attack with our 7/6. Puts them to one more time. Interesting they got a Plains with their Cleansing Wildfire there. We trap you. I do enjoy the turn 1 Avenging Hunter. Pretty wild. Okay, we find a Lotus Petal. Don't think I need to play that because they could have artifact removal and they don't have counterspells for it. So next turn I Archives, and then if I draw a mana, I can go Lotus Petal into Trailblazer's Torch, which will get me hopefully another creature, and then hopefully just put me back into Secret Entrance. And then I'll untap and Forge and win a game. We're looking to try to avoid a way for them to gain life somehow and kill my creature. I don't think they can do both at the same time. Okay, that is the thing. Puts them to 4. Navigator's Compass over here. So they can play a creature. Okay, they go for a Galblast with another Galblast. Oh, Lightning Bolt. So now they're at 4, and they have officially stabilized. We get to draw a card. The opponent was taking their sweet time, letting us resolve our trigger there, sorry. Now we go Dark Ritual into Trailblazer's Torch, which gets us hopefully another creature. Throne of the Dead 3. Let's see what we get. I want a, okay, Goliath Paladin. You know, we're going to take it. Not what I wanted. We get a 6/9 creature. Under City. Now we're going to get our... Alright, we're going to get our concession from the opponent. Hello. Next turn we would have actually domed them for 5. Alright, so the Snuff Out's good. Unexpected Feigns not required. We just need more removal spells, so let's bring in these Defiles. Cut 1 Torch, maybe. I'll cut 1. Let's just go 6 removal spells. What we don't know yet is if they're on single creatures or if they're on like any sort of go wide. And once again, we have the turn 1. Awesome. Turn 1 Avenging Hunter. Hello. That's pretty sweet. So this has happened a couple of times. It's just not very consistent. Land. Okay, yield. Okay, land. Dark Ritual. Shambling Ghast. Culling this guy. We get a treasure token. This is pretty awesome. I'm loving it. We go ahead and play our Avenging Hunter. I guess at this point, I still think we get the Plains. We could get another Swamp for the Defile. Maybe that's the plan. Alright, go ahead and grab a Swamp. Play the Ornithopter. Because if they kill my Avenging Hunter right here, I want to just make the Ornithopter a threat. But we now have removal spell for 2 different creatures. Cleansing Wildfire. Okay, so what I'm going to do is spread out the damage and put Forge on the Ornithopter. So if this Defile were a cast down instead of Defile, I would have been able to just go ahead and grab a Plains. And let's see if that comes to bite us. Dark Ritual. Land. We're passing. We will attack for 7. Put you to 13 one more time. Alright, turn 3 for the opponent. They play a land. Synthesizer. Yep. I guess the problem that I am now running into by forging the flyer is that I'm pretty cold to a Galblast on my Avenging Hunter. Journey to Nowhere cannot be cast. Hello. Got him. Let's just defile this since it's the correct amount of mana. He dead. Alright. We draw a card. We trap them. Trap. Once again, you will be going to 1 life. But we have spread out things. Okay, attack. So Lotus Petal here would allow us to play the Avenging Hunter. And like I said, I was going to try to draw the Plains, and that doesn't actually cast the Avenging Hunter, so Getting the swamp was a better payoff in this position for our deck at the moment. Okay, what's it gonna be? Plays an experimental synthesizer again. They need 2 removal spells. So they need Galvanic Blast. Okay, that's a land. That's not gonna do it. This is turn 4 for them, so they cannot actually even cast the land or play the land. They don't cast the land, so just play it. They have the Galvanic Blast. Do they have another removal spell? It looks like no. They just have a Glinthawk. Glinthawk's gonna pick up the synthesizer. So Lightning Bolt can't kill my creature right now. What? They pick up a land? Gee, wait, let's just go to end step. That's dead. My turn. Ornithopter beats. Love it. Coming in hot. We win the game. Alright, let's go to the next one. Last round. I'm not playing anymore after this. Salad. Salad? Salad? Okay, so again, we have 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Dispute this. Phyrexian Walker. We have turn 1, Avenging Hunter on the play. Obviously, we're going for it. Never didn't have it. I guess we want to go land, Dark Ritual, Phyrexian Walker, dispute it, see what we see. Then that can influence our decision on what we're going to do with the Avenging Hunter. As far as the fetching of the land and everything. Man. Okay. Land. Dark Ritual. We're doing things right away. Never not playing. Coming out hot. I mean, it's totally worth it at this point. Okay, play the Phyrexian Walker. He's like, what? That's a card I've never seen before. A vanilla O3? What? Dispute. That's a good card. Okay, so Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Puts us to 5. We can actually just Deadly Dispute this. No, that would put us to 3, 4 mana, so that doesn't work. Green. Don't get trapped. Don't get trapped in not casting your spells correctly. Play the Avenging Hunter. F6. We're going to grab our forest. Okay. Let's go get the forest. Opponent is already on the back foot. It's turn 1. I have a 5-4. What are you going to do? Do you have an answer? Because next turn is going to be a 7-6. Coming in hot. Alright, our opponent's turn. Turn 1. On turn 0, we comboed them out. They're considering their life choices. They play Manor Gate. Okay, so it's Naya Gates. Yeah. Naya Gates deck. Alright, will they be dead before they can do anything? That's the question. I think this is generally going to be a good matchup for us if we can get out early. Forge. But I think they do play Journey to Nowheres. Just going to try to run the left side of the dungeon. We could dispute the Vault of Whispers. I think that's a good idea. That allows us to play out the Avenging Hunter again next turn if we find something good. Okay. Attack. Next turn we have 4 mana. I should have waited on the dispute. I should have just played that out, and then if they had the Journey to Nowhere, I could just disputed it. It's just it's getting late here, and I'm just like pretty tired. But you know, is what it is. They took 7. They're at 13. I really wish that I had waited on the Deadly Dispute, but we're all learning together. The opponent has 1 land. They have red and white. Okay, they have it now. Not Journey to Nowhere. Okay. So I feel they are likely dead. They're going to go to 1 again. Sorry. They just played an Abundant Growth. That was basically it. Not a Journey to Nowhere. Now they're going to just play their game and go to open the gates. As you can see, my computer's warning me that I'm staying up too late. It's 10:30 at night. I usually go to bed at like 8 something. I get up early to do the thing, but I knew that I wanted to play lots of games, maybe, and I couldn't just sit around. I need to get it done. So they're opening the gates, looking for a Basilisk Gate, and then just dying, I think. They're just straight up dying. Nothing they can do. It's turn 2. They're already at 13. Okay. We're going to trap them. Alright. Just like in every other format right now. And now we get to go cast the Ornithopter, eat the Ornithopter, and then play out our Avenging Hunter. Now there's definitely nothing they can do. But they've only seen black spells and green spells, so they don't really know what we're up to. We get to draw a card. And we draw a land. We're going to pass. And attack you for 7. So you get a 1. Next turn I have 3 creatures, hopefully. Unless we have some sort of crazy whiff. But it seems unlikely. So I'm trying to think about how we can make this deck any better. I feel like we just want to go fast. And sometimes we don't draw our pieces in the right order. We just lose. But sometimes we just draw turn 1. So this seems like it has the best turn 1 with the Culling the Weak. Especially Culling the Weak Shambling Ghast. Or like Culling the Weak Ornithopter Play of the Forest. It's pretty sweet. So are the Fangs necessary? I think no. We're just going to bring in anti-creature stuff. And try to do a fast draw that we just protect the board by clearing it. Even slamming a Trailblazer's Torch early would be okay, I think. As long as we can keep the board clear. So maybe we just cut 1. Bring in 1 more removal spell. That should be alright. Alright, so we have Deadly Dispute on the Walker. And then play the Paladin later. I'm going to keep it. If we draw another land, I think we're golden. We have the Snuff Out for their early creature. All we need is if we got to draw a ritual, we're good. Culling the Weak would just give me the turn 1. And we have the turn 1 anyway. Okay, Dark Ritual. Petal. So we used a bunch of resources. Wait. Play the Paladin. Okay, yep. We're going to grab the green. So this turn we're not attacking for 7, every turn we're attacking for 5. But we still have a turn 1 giant creature and an emblem. And this time we have Snuff Outs to back it up. And we can dispute the Phyrexian Walker and go up to 3 mana on our turn 3. What are you going to do? So, I mean, it sucks. It's not very fun for the opponent to be like, okay, turn 1, deal with it. That's why we were playing foil and everything. Okay, they play Heapgate. I think we've taken a total of 4 turns this match. And now they are going to play something. Gatecreeper Vine, alright. Not a concern. That does get them the Basilisk Gate, but we are going to swing out. They can sacrifice, they can chump block with the Vine. It's all good. I think that since I have the Snuff Out in hand, I'm not too, super concerned. One thing is that by getting the Forest here, it makes our Defiles a lot worse. Still a little bit unsure on that specific spell. It'd be cool if you could just go do like mono black storm initiative nonsense. But this kind of stuff, like, we could just, instead of playing Dark Rituals, play just like more Cabal Rituals and Simian Spirit Guides and then get the creatures into play that way. But then you would need some way to figure out how to filter the mana. That's what I'm trying to say. So we get to Forge. Forge. Make this a 5 some odd. 5/8. Land. We're going to swing. Yeah, that's pretty expected. I'm going to play this Phyrexian Walker. That is what I will dispute if I have the opportunity. And this time, I'm waiting until their end step. Instead of just blasting it off. Okay. What are they going to do? Mostly because if we've drawn to an Avenging Hunter, then we could Culling the Weak, the Phyrexian Walker, and then play the Avenging Hunter. It seems like they're going to play a Core Skyfisher here to me. That's how I'm feeling. I'm surprised that they didn't put the Abundant Growth on the Heapgate, but maybe later they can tap it for different mana. Okay, opponent plays a Sacred Cat. So that is going to slow us down a little bit. Snuff Out on the cat's not the greatest. Alright. But I could defile the cat. Let's go Deadly Dispute on the Phyrexian Walker. We do find Avenging Hunter, Ornithopter. So it seems like we're just going to snuff the cat. Trap you. Okay. Play 1, 2, 3, 4. Play this. Play Ornithopter. Culling the Weak, the Ornithopter. Play the Avenging Hunter. Alright, we get to draw a card. Still, if I draw the Defile, I'm okay with using that instead, but we didn't, so we're just going to snuff and attack. You go to 10. Now they have to replay their Sacred Cat. That will soak up a bunch of damage, though. If we draw into the, what's his face, the Torch, that would be pretty sweet, because we could torch the Paladin, and then they can't gain that much life with the cat. They have to like use the cat, and then they block the Paladin with the cat, and then the Torch deals damage to the cat, which means that it doesn't have any life linking. Turn 4. We've been at this for a long time, and it's only turn 4. Wowee. Okay, our opponent plays Basilisk Gate. I mean, if they can get the cat out, somehow live through this turn, and then attack us, then that would be a pretty good plan. They journey to nowhere on the Avenging Hunter, I guess. So they're going to take out the Paladin. It's kind of a surprise. They might have a second Journey to Nowhere in hand, but then they're not threatening anything for 2 turns. Play Dawnbringer Cleric. Guess they're going to gain some life here. That doesn't matter that much. I have Trample, so I'm still going to put them to 8. And then I'm going to Throne. But I'm looking to draw into, well, a Deadly Dispute or a Removal Spell. Gain 2 life. They go to 12, and I'll attack. If they block, then they go to 10. Alright. We hit the Throne. Nothing. We whiffed. The worst. Alright, play the Lotus Petal. Deadly Dispute the Lotus Petal. We will send with our Avenging Hunter. Pass. We have another Avenging Hunter off the coming up soon. Pass. So we're still going to be able to initiative, well, double initiative next turn, plus the attack for 5. I think they're, well, I don't know. They're maybe not dead. Yeah, that whiff was huge. Huge for them. Let's see what happens. Okay, so they slammed a Thraben Inspector there. They're going to investigate. Then what? They draw a card with the clue, so they're not pressuring me. I feel it's very important for them to attack here, but I guess they could still lose. So, no. They have to attack. They can't just lose to this attack anyway, no matter what, based on my deck. If they don't attack here, then I could draw Snuff out. No, that still wouldn't kill them. I'll like play the thing and forge. They're pretty close to being able to use that Sacred Cat for a lot of value. They get in. Alright. Huge, huge, huge with the whiff. Opponent is at 12 minutes though. They grabbed a forest, but they have 5 lands in play already, so they're not going to be able to use it right now. I'm just waiting to see if they cast their Sacred Cat or not. It seems like they should. Here comes the Sacred Cat. No, a Thraben Inspector. What? Color me surprised. Culling the Weak. Not very good. So, when you don't have the initiative, you first want to attack. Take it back. That's why having this Trampler is pretty good. That's going to get me the land. So I go ahead and get the plains. And then I slam the Avenging Hunter. I still think that this deck would be better if you could just, like, play more card draw somehow. But there's so many pieces that are required. It's really, really quite difficult. They're going to take the 5. Okay. Get the planes. Play the planes. Cast Avenging Hunter. Forge. Alright, so we lose to Prismatic Strands, or we lose to Double Removal Spell. They are in a weird position here. So they can give +4 to any of their creatures. +4/+4. But they have to tap 3 mana to do that. So I probably don't want to lose to a Lightning Bolt here. Off of them, like to kill my Avenging Hunter. They crack the clue. So now if they gate up, then they have nothing left. So if they gate and attack with everything, then I can simply just not block, or I can block the whatever gets huge, and then they'll have to like Lightning Bolt my giant Avenging Hunter, and then I can attack for 5 and kill them. Because I can get back the initiative for the damage plus the Lightning Axe. Okay, opponent plays a Forest. 2 minutes later, they play a Forest. They are now playing 4 mana for Cerulean Gatekeepers. Gain 7 life. They go to 9. Does that win the game? Let's see. We have 12 power. They're going to attack? Bro. I guess they get to Forge. That actually does not change the combat math, right? Well, they don't want to get automatically trapped. They have 8 power and blocks, and we have 12 power. Or they have 8 toughness, and we have 12 attacks. So they're dead. I mean, okay. They're gonna take 3, 4, plus 5. Wow, that's Xaxes. Okay, send. Counting's hard. Quite hard, indeed. This is 12. They have 6, 7, 8. So they take 4, plus 5, 9, exactly. Kind of a crazy end. Did not expect that. Get there, get there, get there, get there. Do we get the 3-2? I'm just going to put this yield until this and see what happens. I'm quite sure that they're dead. And if they're not dead, then we just play the Phyrexian Walker. But they can block the Cerulean Gatekeeper on the other small guy. Then they would take 5. Be dead anyway. Whoa. Big off-camera sneeze there. There's the block. Second block. They don't have any lifelink. They don't have any way to do strands and fog. This takes 5 plus 5 from trap, so they go to -1 actually. They block the other way, they go to exactly 0. Okay, take 5. Yep, good games. My clock is 20 minutes. I've not even used 5 minutes. And they're at 5 minutes left. What is going on? Come on. I wanted to be in bed. The computer said I had to wake up in 7 hours. Okay. GG's. Alright, let's go. Kablamo. Alright, so we mostly lost to mono red. We beat Gates type stuff. We beat mid-range. We beat Blitz. We beat Bogles. Kind of wild. I think there's definitely something here still. I think that these just shouldn't even be in the format because the whole gameplay sucks. It's fun for like a small amount of time. But if I can find something that starts crushing people, then it'll be very fun for me. So I'll be totally down for it. By the time this goes up, there may or may not have been some announcement on the format health. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe they'll just be like, no, Turbo Initiative. We gotta get rid of it. Who knows? If you watched the whole thing, thanks for sticking around. Hit me up on Twitter or Discord and we can work on the list. Thanks. Have a good one.